Okay, today I'm going to bring you along for the reball of a power regulator IC chip in a Nintendo Switch that I did recently. Starting out by just introducing you to the tools that I will be using. Alright, so I've placed a little bit of solder paste on a stencil. The stencil is lined up over the chip, just set down on top of the chip. I'm using the little metal spreader tool to apply the solder paste. The angle is kind of important. You want to keep it as flat to the stencil as you can to force as much of the paste down into the holes. Now I'm flipping over the tool to the other side to scrape away the excess. You want to clean off as much of the excess solder paste as you can before you heat it. Now I'm taking a pair of tweezers and just applying some pressure to make sure there's no gaps between the stencil and the IC chip. Applying some heat. I think I was using 380 degrees Celsius at about 12% airflow. I could have went up a little bit on the heat probably and sped it up. Apply heat until the solder paste transitions to a liquefied state. Right here you can see the solder balls formed. I discovered that the IC chip became stuck into the stencil at this point. I've only done this a couple of times, so I'm still trying to figure out the process. I couldn't poke the chip back free, so I thought, well, I'll put some more flux on it and heat it up again and try to lift it out. So now I'm going to apply some flux to the top side and heat the chip while carefully lifting it out of the stencil. I forgot to mention that this is a direct heat stencil, meaning that you can apply heat to the stencil without damaging it. At this point I can see the chip is free, so I went ahead and lifted it out. And here's the finished product. It turned out okay. I did clean it. There's a lot of flux on it right now, as you can see, but all of the solder balls are there.